Here we have verse 25, the last verse of the Gospel of John, 21st chapter of this book, which John gives a rather remarkable concluding comment. Now, at a much later date, of course, this is by some thought to be maybe the last book written that makes it into the New Testament canon. I have no opinion on that, but it certainly does represent a later opinion that we have from the apostle. So we have esten. This is from Amy, I am, third person singular. Present active indicative. It is would be the literal rendering. We have to modify it slightly here. As we'll see, we have the postpositive de, so but it is. Kai, in this case, is going to mean also. Kai can mean and or also. And then Allah, this is the word that means others. It's a pronoun. It's modified by the adjective pola, so it's Allah pola. Many others is the idea. It is in the plural. The word esten can take a plural, not a neuter, a noun, and so that's what we have here. Given that, we'd probably better render esten as there, so, but there are, we would render it in good English, many other things. This is neuter, of course, neuter plural, so, but there are many other things. Relative pronoun ha in the accusative, plural, neuter, so many other things which, and then poiesen, this is from poieo, to make or to do. Third person singular, aorist active indicative, so many other things which he did. The subject of the verb is ho Jesus, so many other things which Jesus did. And then we have hatina, somewhat unusual word. It is an indefinite relative pronoun. It's in the neuter plural nominative, so if many other things he did, which is the way we'd render it, but it's indefinite as opposed to the ha, which would be simply a relative pronoun. So which, if, and then ian is the word for if. It takes the subjunctive. We have the subjunctive right here, graphetai. From grapho, I write, third person singular, present passive subjunctive. So which, if written, if they were written would be the idea. So many other things Jesus did, which if they were written. Kath from kata can mean according to, the sense of it here. The hen is an adjective. It's in the accusative. So according to one, literally, or one by one, we would say in the English idiom. So which, if they were written one by one, uda, contracted here, means not even. The auton is actually the intensive use, and it goes along with ton kosmon. So not even, then we have ton kosmon, the world, and the intensive auton itself. Not even itself, the world. Oimai. Oimai is from oiomai, means to suppose, to think, something like that, and so he's putting it here in the first person singular, present middle form, indicative, I suppose, so not even the world itself, I suppose, would be the sense of it. Koresai, this is from koreo, it means to contain something, to hold something. This is a infinitive, it's the aorist active infinitive, so I suppose not even the world itself, to contain, is the idea, ta, and then this is in the accusative, functioning as the object of the infinitive here. Ta graphomena, the being written. Present passive participle in the nominative plural, or not nominative, but neuter plural accusative. So to be written, the to be written or having been written, biblia, books. So the sense of it is there are many other things Jesus did, which, if they were written one by one, not even itself, I suppose, the world to contain the having been written books, which of course is a rather sweeping statement, but John is simply making the point that he's not made any attempt here, nor have any of the synoptics or the other sources we have of the life of Christ pretended to give us a complete catalog of all that Jesus did. It had to be a remarkable life almost beyond comprehension as Jesus was a wellspring of miraculous deeds and words. And John is giving us some hint of that in the statement that he makes here. And of course, it's appropriate enough that the Gospel of John should modestly reflect the fact that what's been provided for us is only, as it were, the tip of the iceberg compared to all the things that Jesus did in his career.